skipped high school.
Thank you.
I didn't like high school either. I mean, before I got my high school diploma, I was technically a high school dropout, but I just thought high school was trash. My high school algebra teacher, he knew that I thought high school was trash, and he was like, he wrote me this thing on a piece of paper that was like a promise that if I get my high school diploma with my class, like as in, you know, don't get held back, he would buy me a steak dinner. And he wrote it down on a piece of paper, and I still have that piece of paper. But the fucking cheapskate, I got my high school diploma before everyone in my class. And he said that's a technicality, and he never fucking cashed in. I got my high school diploma when I was 15 and a half. And that fucking cheapskate. He was a really good teacher, though. Wait, how? I was kind of a high school dropout. I didn't like high school. And at the time, I was under 16. So I was not able to, I was not eligible for the GED. I almost died telling this stupid fucking story. You have to be 16 or older, or at least at the time you did. You had to be 16 or older to take a GED at the time. So I was a high school dropout, and I needed a diploma to start college. So the only way I could get a high school diploma at my age was to take another thing called the CHSPE. It's called the California High School Proficiency Exam.
Need more time.
And I had to take that test. And I took it twice. You couldn't take it in a row. You had to pay, and you had to wait like a month before you could take it again. The first time I took it, I studied a shitload, and I did not pass it. They didn't give you a score. They just said pass or fail. I didn't pass it. The second time, I didn't study at all, and I passed it. This is like some of the oldest memories. I mean, we're talking 15 years old. I'm 36 years old. Think about how long ago that was. I'm 36 years old. Man, you know, talking about this whole, drop out of school shit, it reminds me of at that time, so, you know, I was a dropout, basically, until I got my diploma, which took, a couple of months, I studied for several months before I even took it, and then I needed to take it again, so it was multiple months. So, during this time, between dropping out of high school and then getting my high school diploma and going to college, that was like this guy's a bum era, right? And trust me, I've had many of those in my life. But during that regime of being a bum, there was this guy that went to my high school who was like a total death metal, he would play his music so loud out of his fucking Ford Taurus that the speakers were completely torn. Shreds. The speakers were ripped to shreds. You couldn't even hear. Just crazy loud death metal, right? And me and that guy were like dropouts, right? So we started to hang out a lot. He was like Samoan or something, right? He was like, I don't know how tall, 7 feet tall. And he was like 600 pounds. He was an enormous human. Just enormous. And he was really, really fat. And at this time, they had those things at McDonald's where you could buy a cheeseburger for 29 cents. That was the era. So you could go to McDonald's and order a cheeseburger for 29 cents. Or you could go to Wiener Schnitzel, and you could get a chili cheese dog for 35 cents. So what he would do, and we would do, is we would drive around all day playing loud ass fucking music, which I didn't even like at the time. You couldn't even hear it. It was torture. But we would hang out, and in this loud ass fucking car, he would pull up to McDonald's or chili, what's it called? Wiener Schnitzel. He would get 50, right? Because, he's so fat, and his eyes are hungrier than he is, no matter how hungry you are. So he would get 50 cheeseburgers or 50 chili cheese dogs, right? And he would eat 15 of them before he started to run out of gas. And then it became throwing food at people we know out the car. Like it's Twisted Metal fucking black or something. So we would drive past the school during lunchtime and we would throw chili dogs and shit at people. That was like our thing. We were the hoodlums. Everyone was in school and we were the ones that were dropouts that would throw stuff and like be hoodlums, right? So the one time my friend was in the back and we were throwing chili dogs, right? That was a thing we did. And my friend was in the back and I threw the chili dog out the window. And we were going really fast and all of the chili went out the window and went right back into the back window all over his face. And it was like so smoldering hot too. It was hilarious. It was the funniest shit. This chili dog went out the window and came whipped right back around and hit him in the fucking face. It was the best. Good times. Talking about that taking the test thing reminded me of this. So funny.
Thank you.
Good times. Chili dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, we used to have so many cheeseburgers and shit left over because he would buy so many and it was so cheap. You do like 1 million fucking cheeseburgers. You know? And you're young, you don't care about like littering or anything at that age. 15 years old, you don't give a fuck about anything. But, you know, on the bright side, like, you know, some people do way worse stuff than that. We didn't do any drugs. People were doing drugs like crazy. And that was around the time... Hey, that was around the time when World of Warcraft came out. Speaking of drugs, you know, I never got in trouble with the law. I never did drugs. I never got in trouble with the law. I never had kids when I was too young. And I never played World of Warcraft. You ask me, I'm a perfect kid. You know, you ask me. I mean, maybe not perfect, but whatever. Close enough. Not bad. Oh, yeah. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about all over his face in the comments below. Don't forget to ring the notification bell, amigos. And subscribe. We put out videos every day. With that being said, let's get right into it.